welcome. It's Friday night and it's 9 p.m. and we are back here on
How to Ace Your Career.
So guys, I've been seeing you every Friday at this time at 9 p.m. on various topics related to how to really ace in your career. Basically, we look at mid-age professionals, which means people with 12 to 15 plus years of experience. When they go through career stagnation, they want to do some transition in their career, they're facing some toxic bosses, they have been in the organization for a very long time, they have seen growth. Now after 10 years, how do I really restart or shift into a new company? I have not given interviews, where do I start from? All these kind of challenges, when people go through, that's a time when they come to us. Who am I? I'm Nutan. I'm a career and a life coach. And
I'm Dheeraj. I'm a career coach, life coach, and a business coach. And both of us, we put together, we create this company, ND Life Coaching.
So we've been in this for almost a decade now. And from last year, we started this interesting series where I invite guests who can do some value add to all of you. And that is what is going to happen today again. If you all remember, last time we had started this first thing where we differentiated between IT career, where it can be divided between a project manager, a product manager, and a program manager. The first lady who was invited, she was working in a MNC and she shared what is the difference. Then we invited a project manager and how do you really reach there. And today is the last bit which will complete this entire series, which is product manager. Many of my clients who approach me, especially because Pune being a hub of IT and software engineers, keep having this question that we've been working. I started as a software engineer, a lead or a developer, reach up to team lead. Now what? Should I go into the technical side? Should I become a manager? If yes, then what are the skills? What will suit me more? Where do I see my career path? Where will I get better salaries? All these kind of questions and the distinction between these roles. So today I have invited someone who's on the LinkedIn. He's a top voice on product management. He's been writing some wonderful articles. I've been following him. And that's why I reached out to him that why not you come and do some value add to your audiences. So I have a few questions. If you have any questions, you can post it in the comments and Sachin will be answering them live at that point of time. But to not delay further, let me invite our guest speaker, Sachin Sharma. Welcome, Sachin.
Welcome.
Thank you, Nutan. Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you for inviting me. So
Yes.
it's a pleasure. So you guys are doing a really good job. Okay, this kind of the growth that you are helping in people get in. Okay, this is a
Yes.
good job that you are doing. So yeah, please.
Yes. So the very first question that comes to you is we really start from what is a product manager and what is his role?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a very interesting role that comes into the picture in last around 10 years in India, especially. Okay, prior to that, it was not in Indian market. Yes, outside India, it was there. So basically, first of all, before understanding the product and the product manager, what a product manager does, it's very important for us to understand that what is a product and what is a project, because most of the people get confused between these two things. Okay, so a product is something which is something that is an asset of a company. Okay,
Yeah.
and project is something like in Indian market, if you see about 10 years back or earlier, what was happening? Okay, they get the outsourced project from other countries and they get it built inside India using our resources, and then it was handed over to the client.
Right.
So we were getting a part of that, right?
Correct.
If the client, for example, if client is paying us $100, okay, $60 to $70 is already paid over there to the developers and all those resources, and 20 to 30 will be in our pocket. This is what companies were doing. But after that, they had realized that at the end they are having that only amount that they are having. Okay, so now what companies have done, they had shifted their mindset entirely. Now from the project side, they are moving to a product. What IT product? When I'm talking about the product, it's an IT product that I'm talking about. Okay,
Yes.
WhatsApp, YouTube, Google, Zomato, Swiggy, whatever the apps that we are using these days, all these are products. All these are products.
Fantastic.
They are not something that is being given by some other companies or done by some other company. No, they are having an in-house team. Companies are having enough team, they get their product built over there. And to get these products built, companies need product managers.
Okay.
So when they were working on the project side, there are project managers, but now there's a role of a product manager. So these product managers are taking care of the entire thing here. Like they are working, they are also called as a mini CEOs. Okay.
Okay.
Even though this is a very fascinating name that is given to the product managers, but this is something why they are called mini CEOs, because they take care of everything like an entrepreneur. They are taking care of the sales, they are taking care of the marketing, they are taking care of the product getting built, launch, revenue, whatever the thing is.
Okay.
So this is a role of a product manager, and that's why they are called as mini CEOs, because they are performing the same kind of activities that an CEO or an entrepreneur perform. So the role of a product manager is exactly to build these products, get launched in the market, and get them successful, generate a business for the company.
Wow.
So this is the role of a product manager.
Okay, that's great. So my next question to you, Sachin, would be: what is the kind of education someone requires to get into something like this, and also what kind of experience one requires to become a product manager? So education
Definitely.
and experience. I would like to know more
So
about.
So first of all, I will be covering the experience side, because inside your most of your audience are the working professionals,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Having a
Correct.
good years of experience.
Yes.
So if you are someone who is a IT professional working in any role in IT, either you can be a QA, you can be a software engineer, you can be into the customer support, you can be the customer success, you can be a project manager, you can be a business analyst, any role that you are working in the IT space primarily,
Yeah.
you can get into this product management role.
Okay.
Because I'm sure somehow, directly or indirectly, you are in touch with the people who are working as a product manager, or you know about them what they are doing. Okay,
Right.
so you can leverage your existing skill set that, and then you can transition to this product management role. So this is the
Right.
first thing.
Yeah.
Okay, even though people from the non-IT background are also transitioning, but low-hanging fruit will be for those people who are the
Existing.
working IT professionals.
Yes.
Okay, because they are familiar with this IT culture and IT products, they have some bit of knowledge around that thing.
Correct.
Now talk about the education. Okay, right now this era is evolving, and it's a very beautiful era, and that beautiful era is coming up, that when education will not be a barrier to get into any role, especially for this product management role as well, because this is more of an entrepreneurial role.
Correct.
These are, because mini CEOs, entrepreneurs, they are kind of entrepreneurs. And for entrepreneurship, there is no degree out there.
Absolutely.
Very true. Very true.
Even if you don't have any degree, you can become an entrepreneur.
Correct.
Similarly, here as well, there is nothing like that you should be having from this background, that background, a degree, O degree to become a product manager. That's not mandatory. Okay, but yes, if you are having some of kind of technical degree, okay, that will give you a bit leverage over there. If you are coming from if you are having a good business acumen, okay, it could be done through some business BBA, MBA, or any kind of that, you can easily get into this role. Okay,
Okay.
so these are the low hanging fruits, but yes, people are transitioning from the, even from the mechanical background, they are transitioning to this product management role as well.
Great. So Sachin, while you're giving us all this background of IT skills and how you can move from there to here, I also would want you to tell the audience that how do you have this understanding and knowledge? Where did you start? What was your educational background? And how are you today guiding people to this role of
Yeah,
product manager?
absolutely.
So, Nutan, I had started my career. I had done a graduation. I had done BTech in computer science, even though I never liked coding. Okay, and when I was looking for the job, okay, in year 2013, I passed out.
Yeah.
So at that point, I hardly passed my graduation. Okay, I was not good with the academics as well. So I hardly passed my graduation. So
My husband is going to be very happy hearing that another
okay.
person was not really good in studying.
So after doing my graduation, I was very sure that I don't want to become a software engineer, because coding is something that is not my cup of tea, even though I was coming from BTech CS background.
Yes.
And on the other side, the opportunity that I was seeing was for the BPO roles. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was also sure that I don't want to get into this role as well.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
So then I was looking for some opportunities, and then I came across this role called product design trainee at that point of time.
Okay.
Basically, they were doing, because in India in 2013 itself, this role of product manager starts coming into India. Prior to that, people are not even aware about that. And
Yes.
still in 2013, hardly a very few companies were there, those who know about this product management role. So I
Right.
got an opportunity. So right now, what we call an entry level product manager or an associate product manager, that was a role that I got in that particular startup. Okay.
Okay.
So I got into that. I started my journey from a mere 10,000 rupees per month salary that I got. And
Okay.
for that, I had to commute to 55 kilometers on my bike. I was having a black color Hero Honda Splendor, and for that, I commute to 55 kilometers. So I started my career from there. I worked in that organization for around 3 years. It was a B2C company. Okay.
Okay.
After that, I moved to the B2B SaaS space. I worked there for around 5 years, and after that, I moved to the fintech space. So I have gained around 10 years of entire experience into this product management role. And then I thought of, and because a lot of people were reaching out to me, okay, they were having the same problem. Okay, Sachin, I want to grow my career. I want to get in a leadership role. I want to grow my career. Please help me out. How can I do this thing? How can I become a product manager? And then I set a mission for myself because I had some conversations, I got to know about some people. Then I set a mission for myself to help 1 lakh people become elite product managers. And that's
Okay.
from there,
Wow.
I am helping people become elite product managers.
That's
And as
very
of
nice.
now, I had already helped around 1,000 people. I'm already
Very
serving
nice.
more than
Wow.
1,000.
Very nice. So
That's really
hopefully,
good.
after this session, you'll get more people who will come and ask you how this
Absolutely.
is
I think that's
and how do you transit.
I think that's lovely. So my third question to you is, what are the skills that we require to become a successful or a great product manager?
Okay. So basically, to become a great product manager, because product management is more of a leadership role.
Yeah.
Okay. And as a leadership role, it's not only about the hard skills. It's also a combination because whenever you are going to the leadership role, right, it's a combination of hard skills plus a soft skills.
Yes.
So it requires a combination of both.
Okay.
So when I'm talking about the soft skills, first of all, you should be good with the negotiation. You should be good with the stakeholder management. You
Okay.
should be good with the presentation. You
Very
should be good with the communication. Okay. So there are some skills that you need in the soft side.
Correct.
Softer side.
Yeah.
Correct.
Now coming to the hard skills part. Okay. You should be first of all good with the planning of the features.
Okay.
Okay.
Because this is something that you need to do frequently. Because you are a product manager, you need to do the planning part of that product.
Yeah.
You should be good with the strategy building as well. Because
Yeah.
you are the mini CEO kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to build the strategies as well. Because you are leading that entire business. You should be good with the design thing as well. You should have a good UX design experience. Okay. You should be good with the analytical part. You should be good with some project tracking softwares because you need to deal with multiple team members. So you should be good with that part as well. You should be good with some technical. If you are having a technical understanding, okay, that is again a leverage. So these are some hard skills that you need.
So, Sachin, are you telling me that if I don't have a technical background, that is
Yes.
typical IT skills, coding, languages, Python, Java, all that, if I don't have any of that skills, I can still become a product manager. Is that what you're telling
Yes.
us?
Oh, that's
Yes.
good.
Okay.
That's good. So basically, somebody who has even done their MBA, okay, and then they want to get into this kind of role, it's pretty much possible. They can have a
Yes.
great career here.
Yes.
That's really nice.
Because that's a business acumen that you gained over there.
Okay, great. So now we've connected on LinkedIn. So I would really want you to tell us how do you use this platform to get this kind of role from different MNCs?
Yeah.
How do I use?
So how do
Now,
we
how
use
can we help our audience use LinkedIn
LinkedIn?
to get a
Yes.
product manager role?
Basically, whenever you are transitioning from any other role into this product management role, LinkedIn should. I always mention that LinkedIn should be your number one digital asset.
Okay.
I see people, they are changing their resumes, they are
Yes.
changing their skills,
Yes,
but LinkedIn comes on a higher priority than the resume,
correct.
and it is data backed. Why so? Because there was a research. Okay, there was a research that was done by a company called Resume Go. They go through a research, and as per that research, 71%. 71% people are higher, like 70 more than 70% chances are higher if you are having a top-notch LinkedIn profile mentioned in your resume, because in your resume you should have your LinkedIn profile URL. Because I will give a very simple example, okay,
Yeah.
to understand the power of this thing, LinkedIn. Okay, let's suppose someone is trying to get married, even though people here are almost because they are having 12 to 15 years of experience, so most of them are married. But I'm just giving an example, okay. And if they are going for arranged marriage, and from their dad or from their mom, they are getting a portfolio or a profile of a girl or a boy, and they have to meet that person personally. Before meeting that person personally, they'll be going and checking their Facebook profile, their Snapchat profile, their Instagram profile.
Agreed.
Why? Why?
To get to know the life of that person, whom he's connected, what are his friends, blah blah blah.
To get to know more about that person,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
it's easy to manipulate a single page or a portfolio that they got.
Correct.
But manipulating your social media is not so easy.
Right.
Same goes with the recruiters and hiring managers.
Right.
They check your LinkedIn profile first, because it speaks a lot more that is being mentioned in the resume, because people can have 10 or 20 types of resumes,
True.
Very true. Very true.
but they cannot manipulate their LinkedIn easily.
Correct.
So LinkedIn should be their number one asset. And
Yes.
these days, network is your net worth.
Yes. I
If
agree.
you are having a strong network, because for this role of a product manager, okay, let me tell you very honestly, for this role of a product manager, this is a very important role, okay. And for this role, the recruiters and hiring managers are not primarily relying on these job portals, because these job portals these days are getting like a that anyone who see an opportunity, even though you don't know ABC about that, they are hitting the apply button, and they don't want to waste their time. So that's why they are looking for someone inside their network itself,
Right.
inside their network itself, from the LinkedIn itself. So that's why I always recommend that first of all, you should have a list of your dream companies, that where you want to go, where you are a fit. Connect with the hiring managers and the talent acquisition people, hiring managers, not anyone out there in those companies. Okay? Hiring managers and recruiters in those organizations. And then also build a strong brand over your LinkedIn. Be active on your LinkedIn. Start making some posts or related to product management on LinkedIn. Because when you will do this thing, the recruiters and hiring managers and other people out there that are part of your network, they will get to know that yes, this person knows something about product management. That's why he's making all those posts.
So how does he create a strong brand or a presence on LinkedIn so that he starts getting hiring managers coming to his profile?
Basically, they need to simply first of all optimize their LinkedIn profile,
Yes.
have the relevant details over there, because
Yes.
maximum people are not optimizing, or they are not even working on their portfolios or their profiles.
Correct.
Secondly, they should have something tangible to showcase in their portfolio. In
Yes.
their LinkedIn itself, like the feature section, they can showcase some case studies, some designs, some products that they have worked upon. Thirdly, be active on LinkedIn. At least make 2 to 3 posts per week on your LinkedIn.
So they should be writing posts, is what you're saying.
Yes, related to product management only. Not
Yes.
some random one, related to product management. Related to product management, and also one important thing that we can do, start doing, that I call it a BDC, value driven comments. Whenever they see someone who is active on LinkedIn, and if they are making some valuable post on LinkedIn, go through that, learn from that, and also what they can do, they can add a 4 to 5 liners or 3 to 4 liners of VDC, value driven comment below that post. Because when they will be doing this thing, okay,
Correct.
if let's suppose Nutan, you are making a post and I am making comments over there, you will see one post, one comment on the one post, second, okay, because most of the people are like giving thumbs up, maximum people, or just saying
Absolutely.
good post, nice post, that's it. But if someone is putting efforts to write a long post, you will be reading that, and you'll be checking that who is this person. So if they will be visiting your LinkedIn profile, they will be getting, okay, this guy is learning product management. This is from this role. This is a fit for me. They will be reaching out to the opportunities as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely correct.
So these are the 4 things they should do.
Great. So guys, all of you out there,
Yeah.
Sachin is reiterating all what we've been sharing, that you have to have an active LinkedIn profile. You have to put in something which shows that you're a subject matter expert. You need to reach out to people in your network. You need to contact your dream companies and reach out to the hiring managers. You need to respond to people who are putting in some valuable content,
Yeah.
showing your understanding. It's all what you generally do on a LinkedIn, but this time he's saying you have to be specific on your subject, which is product management.
Absolutely. As I
Fantastic.
say that all my clients, at least minimum half an hour you should spend on your LinkedIn every day. Then only will you get something. If you're just going to go there once a month, once a week, nothing is going to happen because it's an AI based tool. So naturally, if you're there on a weekly basis, you're working on it, 100%, as Sachin is saying, will get result. It will not come that once in a while you get in mood. Just being a LinkedIn member is not going to give you a job. You have to be an
Right.
active player playing there. And as he said, it's an effort to create a post, put a post. It's an effort to go through someone's post, like the post, and then comment. I agree with Sachin saying that thumbs up doesn't work. You need to give some value add where the person finds it interesting, because all of us go through comments. It's natural that somebody comments on our post. We also want to know who this person is because somebody's liking our work. So I think that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
But the sad
Yes.
part is, Dheeraj, that people get active on LinkedIn only for 2 days.
Huh.
First day when they get laid off, okay, please help me, give me a job, only this thing. Or secondly, when they got an opportunity, okay,
Yeah.
I got this job. That's it. Otherwise, they don't even open the LinkedIn profile for the entire
I
year.
totally agree with you. I
Absolutely.
totally agree.
So, Sachin, there's one question from one of the audience. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correct. Is Zohair Siddiqui. He says, "Can I pivot my career from a decade of working in business development to product management? If so, how can I address the experience gap for potential hiring companies over the next 2-3 years?"
If he's having 10 years of business development experience, definitely he can transition to this product management
He
Good.
can.
role. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, this is not a skills gap they need to do. This is not a skills gap because most of the people are having this myth that they need to hide their previous experience. Okay, or they need to showcase that this, yes, they were working as a product manager. If someone is telling you this thing, that person is totally wrong. Or if someone is guiding you in this direction, it's totally wrong. Because guys, try to understand it this way. Okay, you can pick up the profile of any CXO out there, any CXO in any company. You will see that they had started in some other role, might be in the customer support, any other role, any role. Okay,
Okay.
they had worked there for certain years. After that, they learned some new skills, leveraged their existing experience. Above that, learned some new skills, and then they transitioned to some other role. And after that, again they did the same thing, and in this way, they reached that CXO level. There's no one like who had started from a particular role and got a CXO directly. No, कोई promotion है ही नहीं ऐसा कि जो कि directly CXO level पे पहुंचाते.
True.
So
Very
everyone is
true.
doing this thing, and this is something that people were doing earlier as well. This is something that smart people are doing right now as well. अभी भी वही लोग कर रहे हैं क्योंकि if you will see everyone is doing the same thing.
So true.
But the sad part is people are having this myth that they will work for X number of years in a particular role, then they need to start from the scratch in the terms of salary, in terms of experience. No, you don't need to hide that because this business development role, it's a more of a sales role. Okay, this is
Right.
also a part of a product manager because if you will build a product and if you don't know how to sell it,
It's
Then
not
what is the
working.
point? Yeah. So true.
if your sales team is reaching out to you that yes, okay, let's suppose somebody is reaching out to me that Sachin, this customer is asking for this, is having this thing, okay, he's asking for this, how should I deal with that person? कभी कभी आपको भी as a product manager you need to give your inputs that tweak this thing in this way, so that will be a leverage. And again, as a business development, sales, being a part of the sales skills are leverage over there. Secondly, the communication skills, because
Yes.
sales people are very very good with the communication,
Very true.
negotiation, okay,
Yeah.
stakeholder management. These are the
Absolutely.
skills that they can leverage.
Wow.
Great.
Wow.
So that brings me to the last question, Sachin. Top 5 tips for cracking an interview for a product manager role, especially I'm talking about mid-age people
Yes. Yes.
who are having a 12 years, 10 years experience and now they want to take up this role. What should they look into? What should be the questions they should prepare themselves? How can they crack an interview?
So first of all, to crack the PM interview, because most of the PM interviews, because as your experience grows, okay, and as you are projecting for a senior roles, most of the interviews are going in a conversational way, not in a like a proper interview की तरीके से नहीं चलने लग रहे हैं आजकल. If you will see, because they know that it will be a, like a professional interview, you can manipulate it.
Right.
You will
Yes.
be, it can be a scripted thing.
Yes.
And because this role of a product manager is important, so they don't want to know you as a person, your zeal as a person. Okay, so it will be a more of a like an open conversation that is happening.
Okay.
So first of all, you don't need to be scripted for that. Don't hesitate. Be open, but show your thing that yes, you are having a genuine interest into this product.
Oh, that's nice.
You understand the customers. You want to solve their problem.
Okay.
This is the first thing. Secondly, there are certain set of questions like product design and type of question. That is something that comprise a lot of big chunk of the product management interview. Okay, be prepared on that part. Thirdly, whenever okay, I always recommend a 2025 formula. Okay, so let me reveal the 2025 formula. So maximum people what they make a mistake. Okay, then they go in an interview and sit like blank. They ask the interviewer, you can ask me anything. What they are actually doing, they are allowing the interviewer or recruiter or hiring manager to grill them.
Yeah.
And if they will be grilling them, the chance of selection will be low. So on the other side, what they need to do, first of all, create a good introduction for yourself. That will show that yes, you are having that. Like let's suppose I'm giving my okay, I am a business development guy and I want to become a product manager. It could be like I'm hi, my name is Sachin Sharma. I'm having 10 years of experience with the business development role. Now I'm transitioning to this product management role because I know this. I have the customer empathy and all these things. And again with that, always in your intro, throw 2 to 3 hooks. What do I mean by hooks? Like you can mention some achievements, and the recruiter will be like, "Oh, अभी इसमें से क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ इससे." They
Yeah.
will grab that thing, and they will be there. The follow-up question will be from those hooks only. And if you are well prepared on those hooks, you always have 2 to 3 level of questions and their answers prepared from those hooks.
True.
If you are well prepared, you can easily consume 20 minutes of the interviewer over there itself.
Yeah.
Because that's your expertise area.
Correct.
Very true. Very true.
You can easily consume their 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes. I had gone through some interviews where the entire interview had ended only on about me. And I nailed that because it was my expertise area.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
And then, and the 20% is 20 minutes is this, okay? Because an interview goes for maximum 35 or 40 minutes, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं जाता है, okay? And last 5 minutes are generally being provided to you that you can, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
True.
Generally, it's a basic thing, okay? If you are
Yeah.
well prepared on that as well, if you have done a good research about the company, about their product, their culture, everything, then you can ask some nice questions over there. That will also make a good impression.
True.
मूवी का स्टार्टिंग अच्छा हो, मूवी का एंड अच्छा हो, बीच में थोड़ा बहुत भी कुछ भी ऊपर नीचे होगा, that will not be a problem.
That's amazing. That's
That
amazing.
will not be a problem. Then interview will be left with hardly 20 minutes or 15 minutes in that between. In that, if they will be asking you any question, let's suppose I'm giving an example of product design. Product design questions cannot be asked in less than 20 minutes. But so less than 30 minutes it cannot be answered.
True.
तो उस 20 मिनट्स में या 15 मिनट्स में तो पूरा आंसर भी नहीं होने वाला है. So maximum interview was in your favor.
Wow. That's amazing.
So this is something that you should, that people should do.
Great.
And practice more. Do more mock interviews. Don't be cheap on this thing because
Right.
people think that we should save our money from doing mock interviews. वहाँ पे
Great.
कंजूसी करना बड़ा नुकसान देता है.
Bilkul, bilkul. Agreed.
Great.
Wow. So Sachin, thank you so much, for coming and giving us such wonderful insights and information. It's a huge value add to all our audience out there. So on behalf of everyone, we would like to thank you for coming and giving your time. And thank you so much. See you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. More power to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So, guys, we are back here with another episode where we spoke about product management. We
Yeah.
had a speaker who clarified certain things. If you have something more related to that, you can reach out to him. He's available on the LinkedIn.
Yes.
But it is all the same game when you want to ace your career. You have to be a subject matter expert. You should know about your field. More important are soft skills. How do you really grow in that? How do you understand your business? How do you project yourself when you're sitting there for an interview? And of course, those soft skills like communication, negotiation,
Very true.
how do you manage your work when it comes to project manager, it was like planning, organizing. I think they're common skills. We really need to work on that if you have to ace a career. So here there was one more episode for you to ace your career. See you again
On next Friday on How to Ace Your Career. Bye bye. Good